I feel like inspiration, it can come from a bunch of different sources. Sometimes I'll think of a dish that I've had in the past or a dish that I want to have in the future that I've never cooked before, and I think of the way to present that, how it would hit the plate, how the plate would look with all the accoutrements, who would be eating it. I set the table in my mind. I just kind of feel like when the perfect dish gets into the perfect vessel, there's this resonance feeling, like a vibration that I sort of get. My dream is to have this retirement restaurant, and it would just be a really small place with maybe 12 seats, and you would come in for dinner, we would serve one thing, people could come in, and I would say, eat it or get the hell out. I do think about it constantly in terms of something that inspires my work for Monsoon Pottery. I want everything that I make to sort of fit into that vision. I love seeing what people do with my work. It makes me feel like we have a connection. I always have these moments where the right combination of things comes together and it feels so right. And I really want everyone who experiences my work to find that moment for themselves. I grew up in a restaurant and I started out taking coats, but I was moved to the back of the house pretty quick. You know, I grew up making hundreds of dumplings at a time, hundreds of cookies at a time, and just doing things over and over and over again. Having that history of these repetitive motions really helped feed into production pottery, which is all about repetition. It feels really centering to me. I do get this intense focus, and I do like getting lost in those repetitive motions. My parents immigrated to the United States right before I was born, and from as young as 5, I knew that I wanted to be an artist. I feel like there's sort of a practicality to being an immigrant that informs my work too. I think that's why it's functional. I think it's important to make the work really durable and to make it dishwasher safe, microwave safe, you know, even oven safe. Because people don't have time to be precious with stuff, but that doesn't mean that it can't be special. That doesn't mean that it can't have a personal signature of the person that made it. It should have like a soul in it. I feel like I have a relationship with the clay and that I commune with it, and it tells me what it needs and how I need to handle it, and I sort of persuade it to go where I need it to go. And I like the idea of it being a unique conversation, a secret history that I have with each piece. So even though 2 pieces might look identical, there's a different path that we took to get there. I make every single piece of Monsoon Pottery myself, and I believe that each piece is imbued with a unique energy, and it hits this perfect pitch that it's beautiful but it's understated and has this little secret in it if you want to look closely enough.